Hey guys, Clem from Honeybee Social, and today let's talk about TikTok and is it right for your small business? Okay, so let's get the boring stuff out of the way. TikTok is this channel, this social media channel that has gone insane in the last year. It's the one that Gary Vee has been talking about all the time. It's also the one that a lot of people have said, it's just for millennials. That is not the case, let me tell you. I started my TikTok account a couple of weeks ago, and I've got to say, there's a lot of baby boomers out there. There's even a lot of grandparents. There's a lot of young kids interacting with their grandparents. There's heaps of content on there and heaps of opportunity if you want to get eyes on your business. So it's definitely a social media channel worth considering if you are wanting to expand your social following and social proof and awareness. So what is so cool about TikTok? So to me, the reach that you can get with your videos is, it's astounding. It's insane. You can put up a video in the course of 24 hours and get a few thousand views on it or a few hundred views, whereas by comparison, say with Facebook and Instagram, you might struggle to do that if you have a small following. The algorithm of TikTok is also quite different to the Facebook and Instagram algorithm, which I will mention in a different video on how the TikTok algorithm works. So when I'm saying reach and stuff is absolutely astounding, it's also because the content on there is very much entertainment, or it's very much informational, and it's matched to you according to the algorithm. So your video is shown to people that will love your content or have loved content that is similar to what you can offer. So is TikTok right for small business? Yes, absolutely it is. But you have to keep in mind that TikTok is still very much for brand awareness when it comes to the content that you should supply on there. It is not a place to really convert people to a sale. It is definitely not the place to go and put, I'm putting up this special for $5.99, please buy it for me. You know, it's not a place for selling your products or your services. It's a place to show your story and to get eyes on your business, to start that top of funnel type of awareness to get people to start liking your brand. So a couple of things that you should think about when you want to consider using TikTok. Number one is, who is your target audience? Think about who your target audience is. If you are, of middle-aged, your target market is of that middle-aged group, then yeah, TikTok might be one of the right things for you, especially if you're targeting towards parents. Parents on TikTok are putting up relatable stories about their teenage kids or their toddlers and stuff. They are there. You just have to find them. And it's actually pretty easy to do when you're searching for the right hashtags. Number two, ask your customers if they're on TikTok. If they're interested in TikTok, what kind of stuff do they consume on TikTok? See what they're up to. And if none of them say that they're on TikTok, then maybe it's not the right channel for you, but it's still worth exploring. It doesn't hurt to create an account and just start looking around and putting feelers out there. And number three, what type of content can you put on there? What quick stories can you post on TikTok? Whether it's, if you have a bricks and mortar shop, and you happen to have a pet that hangs out in the shop, do some video on the pet, or, the story behind a particular product, what your process is in creating that product or your service, what your day is like typically for, when you're working on your small business. That kind of stuff works pretty well on TikTok, again, for the right target audience. And if you don't think TikTok is right for you, or you don't have time to add another social channel into your mix, consider using an influencer. There are heaps of influencers on TikTok, and they can create some really quick and engaging content for you to get awareness of your brand. It's definitely worth considering. If you're even still going down the route of influencer marketing, even on Instagram, start thinking about whether TikTok would be the right thing for you when it comes to influencer marketing. So a few handy tips for when you are posting stuff on TikTok. Number one, quick and fast is key. What I mean by that is the most engaging videos seem to be the quick ones. So the ones that are 15 seconds to 30 seconds long. Yes, you can make a video up to 1 minute. You just have to make sure that it's engaging. So if you're gonna make a relatively long video, maybe think about doing quick cuts. So one scene is for 2 to 3 seconds. The next scene's for 2 to 3 or even 4 seconds. The next scene is after that, you know, and it's a few seconds long. That way you're changing that visual engagement and keeping that person's attention on your video. Number 2, hashtags help. Hashtags are a big thing on TikTok. You know, people search hashtags deliberately to find content that has to do with that subject. So really think about your hashtags in order to nurture your audience. It's the same thing as with Instagram and Twitter and LinkedIn. The hashtags you use are going to determine how much you have in common with your audience. So if you use a high niche hashtag, you're going to get people that like that particular niche. I wouldn't recommend using the hashtags that have, 6 billion posts on it, such as For You page. Yes, it's a very popular hashtag, but like the Instagram algorithm when it comes to hashtags, once you put your post on that hashtag, it only has a few seconds of being viewed if someone's searching for it. So keep that in mind when you're using your hashtags. Also, maybe just use 5 to 6 hashtags tops. Otherwise, your little caption on TikTok starts to look a little spammy. Another tip, be educational or entertaining. You know, there's some really amazing educational TikTok channels on there, such as the Institute of Human Anatomy, where they show the insides of the body and how different organs and parts of your body work, obviously on cadavers. Or there is, chemistry teachers that are showing chemistry reactions, in a lab, so that, it's actually some really cool science that they're showing in a quick TikTok video. Or you do something entertaining. There's a lot of dog influencers and cat influencers out there that show great videos on their cats or their dogs. It's all a matter of finding what you think is entertaining, and you will find an audience that loves that too. And last but certainly not least, when you're telling your story on TikTok videos, just remember that the captions are at the bottom. So don't put any text at the bottom of your video because no one's going to be able to read it. So that is TikTok in a nutshell and why you probably should consider it for your small business. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or put them in the comments at the below this video. And if you're really curious about TikTok and you want someone to follow, why not follow me? You can follow me at Honeybee Social. See ya! Have questions or need more information? Head to honeybeesocial.com.au.